Hello, my name is Pastor Andy Schreier from Redeemer Lutheran Church. I guess all we can do now is pray. Can't tell you how many times I've heard that over the years. When the doctors say there's nothing more they can do, when the situation seems hopeless, people say, well, I guess the only thing we can do is pray, as if, well, that may work, but there's nothing else we can do right now. The problem is, God doesn't really talk about prayer as our last-ditch effort in the Bible. Usually he talks about it as our first-ditch effort. The Psalms tell us, call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver you and you will honor me. Jesus tells us, ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened to you. James tells us that the prayer of a righteous man is powerful and effective. God encourages us to call on him and pray to him every moment of every day, trusting that he will always listen and that he will always answer us for our good. But people often look at prayer as kind of like a roll of the dice. And I guess I'll try praying and maybe it'll work out. If I just believe enough, maybe I can convince God to do something for me. But that's not really how prayer works. God promises he will always listen and he will always answer us for our good. And sometimes he does exactly what we pray for. Your daughter gets healed of her cancer. You get that promotion at work. Your girlfriend says yes when you ask her to marry you. But God, when he tells us to pray, doesn't promise that he will always say yes to our prayers. What he promises is that he will always answer our prayers for our good. And not everything we ask for is what's good for us. And so sometimes God says no to our prayers because he's got something better, because he's got other plans that are better for us that we can't see or understand right now. So understand, when you pray to God, he is listening. And he will always answer you for your good. But sometimes he says no. And sometimes he says, wait. If you remember in the Psalms, it says, call upon me in the day of trouble, I will deliver you. But it doesn't say, I will deliver you that very day. Sometimes what's best for us is for God to make us wait for a while, to teach us patience, that it may not be the right time right now. But right now, today, in the moment of problems, when we don't know what to do, God says, pray right away. Because the all-powerful God, who loves you more than you could ever imagine, is listening. And he promises that he will always answer you for your good. He'll just answer you in his own time and in his own way. So every day, in good times and in bad, let your first-ditch effort be prayer.